Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Drink and Think Trivia. It's Thursday night. You know what that means? It means Lucas is
I'm
gonna...
sorry, I was trying to I was gonna see how long I could hold the
I
cookie
just,
smile.
I just like you're sitting on my my left screen, so I was like looking at the questions. I look over and I just see. I'm like, oh,
Hi.
okay. Well,
It's Thursday night, and that means it's trivia night, Doug. Let's do this thing.
let's do this. So for those of you who have not joined us before, this is your first night. If you scan the QR code in the top right corner, that will get you to our event tonight. Yes.
The Bash Brothers have arrived.
Yes. That slept on movie. Like everyone loved it as a kid, and I bring it up now. They're like, I guess it was all right. I'm like, no, it's still good today.
It was great.
It holds up.
It's amazing. It does.
For those of you who have not joined us before, if you scan the QR code in the top right corner, that'll take you to our game tonight. We have 48 questions this evening, 6 rounds of 8 questions apiece, spanning everything from current events to Europe history. Well, semi-European history.
I'd say that's pretty much European history. I'd say that's a pretty good synopsis of the category.
And,
There are sports.
and Gatorade.
There are Gatorades. There are vegetables.
Yep.
We've done it.
Well,
I
and
forgot something.
you answer. Make sure you answer in our app. The well, it's not our app, but the app that we use. The Drink and Think, not the Drink and Think. But sorry.
Wait, we don't
Triv
own that?
now. We did not design it.
Damn.
But yeah. Anyway, thank God these guys showed up. They saved us during COVID. But with that, let's go through some rules tonight. Lucas, are you ready?
I'm so ready.
So,
Are we ready?
while you're playing,
Nope.
rule number 1 is don't be a dick.
Don't be a dick.
Pretty simple. If you ask yourself, would people call me a dick if I did this thing? And you say yes, then don't do it. Rule number 2. See rule number 1. Duh. Pretty easy. And rule number 3, as always, is you do you, boo-boo.
So simple.
Let your freak
Literally.
flag
Don't be-
fly.
But do you?
Do you. Just don't be a
Be
dick.
yourself, unless it's being a dick. In which case, don't be a dick.
You're allowed to heckle us. We signed up for that. But, don't, just don't be a dick. It's pretty easy.
You can drunk us or heckle us, but don't heckle each other.
Yeah.
We're here to love each other and beat each other at trivia and make fun of the hosts.
That's...
Good time.
I forgot to start up the background music.
YouTube?
Whoops.
Oh, background music. Gotcha. I was reading our reviews on Triv Now today, and the majority of it was like, "Man, those hosts are awesome." I'm like, yeah, I know. And then I looked at the reviewers, and it's like Kim and Allie and Ryan or something. I'm like, well, yeah. I mean, that's cool too.
Somebody cares about us.
I love being loved. That's why Doug and I love each other so much.
Exactly. Bromance.
All right.
Well,
let's
that's
see,
their-
we've got the roll down, Pat.
That's our thinking part for tonight. Let's get to the drinking part. What are you having tonight?
We're still seasonal. We're still Bold Rock. We're in a bottle. It is their Honey Crisp.
Speaking
And it is, as usual, sweatered up.
Ben turns
Oh,
old
is
as
it
fuck
tomorrow? I mean, he's a solid like 45, right?
Man, that's generous. I was thinking like 63 at least.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair.
Speaking of seasonal, I'm drinking Leinenkugel Summer Shandy.
Very
It's-
nice. Very nice.
It's a
I
sweeter
just like
beer.
saying that word.
Leinenkugel.
Leinenkugel.
So
Oh,
I didn't know it was a regional thing.
really?
Like, yeah, because going up to like Chicago, they're like, "Oh, you drinking a bunch of Leinenkugel down there?" It's like, what?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean it's summer. They're like, yeah, you guys drink Leinenkugel and Yingling all the time. I'm like, first off, whoa, don't bring Yingling into this.
Pump your brakes, bro.
If I'm gonna drink a crap beer, I'm not drinking Yingling.
Claw, baby. The only time we drank Yingling was at the MV, the banquet.
The
MV banquet. Yingling was on tap, so that's what we drank.
The first time I had Yingling, we were doing a case race, and it was when Jude was coming through, And Jude was the only 21-year-old in the room at the time because we were still waiting for like the older people to show up. And Jude's like, "Oh, I'll go pick up the cases. Like, just send me some money." I had like $30 in my pocket or something like that. Like, here you go. Get us any shit beer except Leinenkugel or except Yingling. And what did he come back with?
Yingling.
So we had to do
Because
a case.
that was Jude.
Yep. So we had to do a case race with the Yingling. Ugh. Gross.
Jude. Jude was in my pledge class, oddly enough. But anyway, we digress. We have booze. We have drinks. We thank me for my prime sub of 7 months. I am awesome. Or 10 months with a 7-month streak.
Thank you, Sarge, for your
I
subscription
know.
of 10 months.
You're welcome.
Oh, announcements.
Oh, yeah, we have
I totally forgot about that because, yeah. First thing, as always, September, SporkleCon, Washington, D.C. We will be there on Saturday at 1 o'clock. We're on the schedule.
Yeah, if you go online, there is a schedule, and it says Drink and Think on it on Saturday. It looks awesome.
Yeah.
I also see our banner logo that I think is going to be used up there now, which is our catch line, where Trivia and Twitch come for happy hour.
Yep.
Because we're here to drink while we do trivia. Remember?
I fully
it's in
intend.
the name, Doug.
I fully intend to be just if we can't bring alcohol into the venue.
Oh, I know. It's going to be like formals.
Oh yeah. This is just a water bottle.
Giant water jug. Why do you have?
Let me.
Why do you have a Disney collector's edition like giant koozie thing? I'm really thirsty.
I just really enjoy Disney.
Oh my god, I'm a Disney fan, man.
For those of you who want to stick around for more of our shenanigans afterwards, we have stopped streaming our games afterwards. We just kind of play them in our Discord, so make sure you join our Discord if you want to play. Lately, we've just been playing a bunch of Fall Guys. We'll probably play some Jack in the Box or something if we get more people than that.
Jack in the Box.
Plenty of stuff.
Jackbox. It's just Jackbox game, but all I can think of is you rolling up to the window at Jack in the Box with your phone streaming. What are we ordering tonight? Give me like 10 tacos, 2 hamburgers, and a pumpkin milkshake. Only at Jack in the Box.
I miss Jack in the Box. I also miss White Castle,
have-
but it doesn't.
I've never had White Castle, oddly enough. We still have Jack in the Box, but I've never had White Castle.
Your intestines thank you for not. It's just greasy, oniony. Bleh.
Well, I've had Taco Bell before, Doug, so.
It's
My
worse than
intestines
Taco
don't
Bell.
say much.
It's-
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, Taco Hell, I can't imagine.
Oof.
Taco Hell's tagline should be where diarrhea dines, but anyway. We digress. Is it time for current events?
I think it's time for current events. Why don't you kick us off?
Let's do it. Question number 1 of the night, ladies and gentlemen. Good luck and Godspeed. Hope your team is in. If it isn't, you know where the QR code is. We would be remiss not to start the night out with current events. Doug tried. Doug tried to put it at the end of the round.
I tried.
Hashtag stop Doug's stupidity. And an awesome show of awesome this week. France's military ordered prototypes of what weapon to combat drones at the upcoming Olympics. I had the ask question button down way too low and I couldn't get to it and I couldn't scroll. That was terrifying.
Oops.
Had to like move the window and do a bunch of other stuff. There we go. We're good now. My questions fit on the screen. I'm organized.
Why does it not?
Ah, the
have-
French. Not someone you generally think of having a cool military laser light show. But maybe they will, maybe they won't. Who knows? Wrist-mounted rockets, direct EMPs, or building energy shields. Can you imagine a wrist-mounted rocket outfit? That would be the best way to combat drones.
So I was looking through BBC news because they always have the best headlines when it comes to America because most of them are just like, this is how America screwed up again. And I'm like, yep, that sounds good. But it was like, France's military orders blank fighting drones. I'm like, that seems kind of like overkill. As I'm like reading through it, I'm like, oh, that makes sense though. So I guess they're afraid of 3 things. One is like drones being used as like bombs, essentially.
That makes sense.
The second seems kind of wonky, but
Like the French, but
yeah, they don't want people recording things at the Olympics with drones.
I'd say
Okay.
that's fair though, because that's a pretty easy way to get like all of that sweet, sweet TV money out into the air for free.
That's true. And the other part is they don't want the like their IFF channel like jammed with all the different
Yeah.
drones in the air.
Frequencies and that stuff.
Yeah.
That actually makes sense. I could see that. The correct answer: France is building laser turrets. But I stand by. I still want wrist-mounted rockets.
Oh yeah. I was trying to put shoulder-mounted something in here. I'm like, no, all right, now we're just getting into Iron Man.
I mean, why not?
So, but the lasers are designed to either mess with the electronics in a drone or warp the body to make it fall. Read that as put a hole through it.
I was about to say, like, yeah, we're gonna shoot it out of the air. I stand by the fact that they should just get Falcons, like good old American airports, and just let birds pick drones out of the air. They were designed for it.
There was something I was reading that was like China's police were using drones to capture drones that the cartels were using to smuggle drugs. So in turn, the cartels were using drones to catch the drone catching drones that were catching drones. And they're like, this is the most fun we've had in forever.
Yo, dog, I hear you like drones.
Speaking of France, a 62-year-old French sailor survived for 16 hours in a capsized ship by doing what?
It has a military? I agree, Joe. So, random off-topic offshoot for the day. I was listening to one of my true crime podcasts, Mr. Ballin. And for some reason, he was doing, like, natural disasters today. And he went off on this tangent about the Russian military doing training exercises. I can't remember when. But they accidentally sink one of their own submarine. So, no, it's worse. They started what are they called? Not war crimes. What's the thing? War games. They started the war game by telling this submarine to shoot dummy missiles. And as the submarine was loading its dummy missiles, someone bumped a real torpedo and set it off. But it was this like 2 football size long submarine, so it didn't sink it.
Oh no.
But it's fire that then proceeded to light all the other torpedoes on fire that then blew up. And this dude like survived and wrote a note in like one of the back chambers of the submarine. But the Russian military was like, nah, didn't happen. Even though they were sitting above it and felt the explosion. They're like, I'm sure everything's fine down there. And they asked for foreign aid 9 days later. You know what they found? The remnants of the people in the submarine. No, it'll be okay.
They went for a swim and got attacked by wild torpedoes in the ocean.
Wild? It was landmines from World War II in the Antarctic Ocean.
So,
but anyway,
you want to laugh at that, but I feel like
it's terrible.
100% our minds like all around we just don't know about.
Oh yeah, no.
It's like Finding Nemo. Like, oh hey, look, balloons.
Look.
The answer is he was treading water in an air bubble. So when the ship capsized, they asked for aid. I forget. It was I forget where they were off the coast of, but like, so rescue came, but the seas were too choppy or too rough, and it was getting dark. So they attached buoys to the boat to like keep it floating at least. But you only see like in the picture, you only see like the name of the ship in the water as these buoys are like holding it up, and they didn't realize someone was trapped in it. So they were just trying to salvage the ship, and this dude just got, because it was floating, one of the air bubbles got trapped, and he just treaded water for 16 hours.
That's impressive. I can tread water for about 3 minutes, and then I get out of the pool.
I don't tread water because I'm above 5 foot.
You just the pool is not that deep where I go. Saudi Arabia has started its own pro golf league. If you didn't know already, it's called LIV. To try and jumpstart the league, they offered $700 million to what famous golfer to play there? If you didn't know, LIV is Roman numeral for 54. They only play 3 rounds. They've pulled a lot of big golfers over there because apparently the PGA is not great with their golfers, and the PGA can't keep them from going to play. So I think one of like Dustin Johnson or something had made like $50 million in his 5 years on the PGA, and they paid him $150 million to come play 1 year. He was like, "Yeah, I'm good." So it's been a neat little experiment for sure.
It it's nuts how much the Saudi princes are just spending their money now. They like the WWE, I forget how many years ago. It was like 4 years ago. They're like,
Right.
we're going to do the greatest Royal Rumble ever. Like literally the Saudi princes called up like, hey, we watched a Royal Rumble and we really like it. We'll pay you an ungodly amount of money to come and do what you were doing, just bigger. And
Make us the Saudi Rumble
yeah. And then
in Dubai.
and they were like, okay, cool. Easy
We can do that.
200 million.
Vince McMahon was like,
And now they do it. It's bonkers though, because it was the first title match was Undertaker, or not the first title, the first main event in Saudi Arabia was Taker versus Goldberg. And
oh, that's a big thing.
it was apparently at night in winter. It was 115 in the ring.
Oh, good lord.
So they were getting like heat exhaustion, and Taker got
That's
a
two
concussion.
big men too.
Oh yeah.
Golly, man. That's super cool. The correct answer here was Tiger Woods, and I'm pretty sure he declined. Yeah, he turned down the money. It's in the notes. Because he really wants to go play golf in one big sand trap. Who really wants to go play golf in one big sand trap? Good joke in the notes, Doug. Tiger's super loyal to the PGA. He feels like that they really gave him his shot and got him to where he is. So he has kind of been their Tom Brady poster boy of, I'm not leaving the team.
I'm loyal.
I'm loyal. I take the pay cut. I don't know why he just turned into Dick Buckus. But anyway.
So not much current events as it is future events. So on Friday, tomorrow, August 5th, Netflix will be releasing what series based on one of Neil Gaiman's famous works?
I'm glad that you got to read this one because I always screw up his last name.
I called it
probably
Gaiman
called him
forever. Until I started
Gaiman.
listening to his books on tape, where he says,
Yeah.
this is Neil Gaiman. And I'm like, oh, he probably
hey.
knows how to pronounce his name.
I love that in like audiobooks. Like Kim would read a book and I'd listen to the audiobook and she'd say someone's name and I'm like, who? And she's like, you know, so and so. And I'm like, that's not how they pronounce that. And she's like, it's how I pronounce it. I'm like, that's fair point.
Yeah, I don't know why I was like, I don't think it's Gaiman because it's Gai, and so like if like I was separating the Gai and the Man, like there was a dash in the middle. I was like, I don't think it's gay because Gai doesn't sound like gay. It sounds like guy. I thought, and then he's like reading his book. He's like, he's doing all the like published by whatever house booking company, blah blah blah.
Penguin Radio House, blah 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 blah. Yeah.
Written by Neil Gaiman, read by Neil Gaiman. I'm like, well, Neil Gaiman's reading it, so I think he knows how to say his own last name.
I would hope so.
So, that series is The Sandman. It's a comic series that Neil Gaiman wrote for the DC universe. It follows Morpheus, who's the embodiment of dreams, and his excursions throughout history. If you've ever wondered how old Billy Shakespeare got so good, it was Morpheus. He made a deal with Billy Shakespeare that his first play had to be, his first play had to be the one about Titania and the fairies, and I forget what it's called.
The Taming of the Shrew?
Midsummer Night Dream.
There it is.
His first one had to be Midsummer Night Dream, and his last one had to be whatever Shakespeare's last work was. But he was famous for everything in between.
About that.
That's funny though, because
when you said
they put on the play for the fairies. So like Morpheus opens up a portal and the entire like fairy kingdom comes in to watch them do Midsummer's Night Dream, and it's about the fairy kingdom.
that's really cool. Good lord, it's coming a giant thunderstorm here.
Yep.
I thought you were talking about Marvel's Sandman, so I was really confused for a hot minute.
Nope.
Get your vaccines. In a suburb of New York City, an adult male showed the first confirmed case since 2013 of what easily preventable disease? Because getting poked by a needle is apparently that bad.
It's not even a needle at that point. It's so thin. It's string.
I disagree. The needle still hurts, but that's not important. What is important is that go-go juice that keeps you alive.
I had when I had acne, uh, when I was living in the Middle East, my parents were like, "Hey, let's go see a doctor and see if this is like the advanced adult form of acne. I forget what it's called, but like, well, let's go get it checked out because like yours is pretty bad right now." It's like, all right, cool, whatever. Maybe living in a very dusty, sandy Middle Eastern country at the age of 13 isn't the best thing for your acne, but whatever.
Especially if you're a pale white boy, but anyway.
Oh yeah, and they were like, "Hey, oh, I came back. I looked at pictures when I came back, and I am brown." So,
Are you?
yeah, I'm like, oh, that's how that works. Okay.
How about that? It's like the sun does it.
Yeah. And there's also pictures like me every lacrosse season where like I have the farmer boy tan going on from the pads, so it's like really, really tan, super white. But anyway, so I go and I had to get Accutane, which is a pill to take care of this advanced acne, which turns out I didn't have because I got back and they're like, "Yeah, you're too young to be taking that. It's gonna mess up your liver." Joke's on them. I did
Doug
it myself.
was like, "I'm gonna do that itself." There it is. We both knew it.
So I had blood drawn every 3 weeks. So eventually I was like, "Oh, I can't be afraid of needles anymore." Cause...
I just can't do it.
Yep. The answer is polio.
It is polio.
Someone contracted polio. Like,
Honor of
oh my god.
FDR. Was it FDR that had polio?
Yep.
Yeah. He was just trying to relive his presidential glory days. What? Nothing for that?
No,
Okay, cool. I think this is your question. I think you just answered mine, but if you'd like,
is
I'll
that,
read this.
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
I took that from you. You can take it.
Okay, world leaders. Pull your collective heads out of your collective asses and calm down. In response to Nancy Pelosi's visit to Taiwan, China decided to run some military exercises, which culminated in what terrifying action yesterday? Yeah, no, I love it. It's like, me and Kim were watching a TikTok the other day, and it was this dude like doing a funny dance thing that was literally an explanation of China and Taiwan and what was going on with the U.S. And it was just like China standing to the side looking angry and U.S. and Taiwan dancing together. And then they get really mad and like throw their drink on the ground. Oh, it was bad.
It's essentially like someone pointed out to me like it's like high school drama where the assistant coach got in a fight with one of the second stringers and like it's like they're not on the team, like they're not, and the head coach is like, I'm not gonna step in, it's fine, it's whatever. And every time the head coach gives a nod to the second stringer, like, oh, go get some reps or whatever, the assistant goes like, no, you're not a player, no, and just throws a big hissy fit.
The world stage is literally just high school drama, man.
No shit, like
everybody wants to be popular, and then if you're not popular, you make fun of the popular kids, and you start. And some people like the downtrodden kids, while other people just want to keep them down. It's just high school drama.
And then there's those brief moments where they regress to like middle school, like, you have something I want, I'm gonna come get it from you.
It's mine. I'm taking it. The correct answer here, they filed a motion. Anyway, they fired a missile barrage into Taiwan waters because exercises. Look, we have missiles.
Yeah, I definitely spelled unnecessarily incorrectly on that note. Oops. Anyway.
It's okay. I forgot the note.
That's fine. So, talk about wasting money. What movie's filming was recently canceled, even though it's been shot in its entirety already, including reshoots?
It has. The other TikTok that we watched, what were we just talking about? Damn it. Missile barrage. I can shoot
China,
missiles.
Taiwan.
Yeah, I know.
Someone doing a TikTok dance explaining.
Yeah, it was toward the back end of it. There was something about shooting a missile barrage into the water, and I lost it. Dang it! Oh well. It made sense here, and then I lost it.
We're gonna get three categories, and you're gonna be like, "Hold on, I got it."
I remember. Oh my goodness. I'm trying to think about like missile barrages.
I have a newfound respect for drummers. Like, I played Ragnarok today, and I started cranking up the difficulty a little bit. Man,
right.
arms are killing me, and I was sweating buckets by the end. It's like, all right, like it's just like it doesn't help, I guess, that it's like metal. So
Oh yeah. The drummers go all out, dude. I used to do that because I had a drum set when I was in high school, and I just go out to the garage and just bang on my drums for like an hour and a half and come back in. And our neighbors used to call my parents and be like, "So how's Lucas doing?" Sounds like, and we lived in the mountains. Like it wasn't like their house was close. Is he doing okay? Sounds like he had a bad day at school. Cause I just go out there and just throw headphones in and just like jam out for an hour and come in just soaked in sweat. I hate this. I hate life. This high school. Shower time.
Caitlin and Fam, we're waiting on your answer. I'll give you about 10 more seconds. Close enough. All right.
And, yeah, there was 10.
Yep. That is Batgirl.
Is it an animated movie or is it?
Nope. It's a live action. It was supposed to be part of the DC universe that doesn't really exist, but exists, but the actors keep screwing up and getting themselves arrested.
That's fun.
Oh yeah.
Who's supposed to be Batgirl?
I forget her name. She's a newcomer, but
Okay. Gotcha.
yeah, they were supposed to film the new Flash movie, and Ezra Miller keeps getting arrested.
Fun.
I know, for like domestic abuse and like the not small charges, and you're like, oh, he's just a massive piece of shit. Cool.
Just makes me think about the NFL. Let's end current events on lighter news. While Pacific country has fully opened its borders for the first time since initial COVID lockdowns. Yeah, there was a pro player. I can't remember if it was last night or if it was when we were playing games together, but it was a pro NFL player. It was like, I got banned for a year from the NFL for smoking weed, but apparently domestic assault gets you a 6-game ban.
Oh, yeah.
Deshaun Watson.
I was watching, speaking of TikTok, there's one, this guy interviews different football teams, and he was interviewing the Dolphins. It's like, all right, Dolphins, so we found out that you colluded with people or interfered with games or whatever. So we're going to like enlist all the things. It was like, owner can't go to meetings for a year. Coaches are penalized for some, like, it just a whole bunch of stuff. And the guy's like, that seems a bit excessive. And he's like, yeah, it's not a small thing like sexual abuse. I'm like, ooh, yeah, that's
yep, nailed it.
Yep.
That one hurt. I enjoy the fact that we put Pacific country. And so far.
Well, the last one got it. Bunghole on Stick.
No, Bunghole on Stick got it, but let's observe Scrappy and Tiny's answer.
Ooh, I figured out their thing.
Continent. Yeah.
Assisa?
Assisa is a continent, I'm pretty sure. Kim literally just put a shruggy.
North Korea opened its borders.
And my favorite, I always forget, who's someone you work with? What are they called?
Coworker.
Fellow employee. Thank you. I always say co-op in my head, and I'm like, that's not correct. My favorite coworker put Canada, which is not in the Pacific either. Come on, guys. It's a specific country. I may have not read it well.
Does it even have a coast that touches the Pacific? Like, doesn't like Alaska go? Yeah. Nope.
Oh, whoops.
That's gonna be
answers like that.
That's gonna be like that's gonna hurt later. That's gonna be haunting their dreams.
I'm sorry, brother. Your answer is, at least it does. I do think that does touch the Pacific. At least you didn't put the whole continent of Asia.
No, it's
looking at you.
Assisa.
Assisa. I apologize. The correct answer here. Yeah.
I was gonna say I figured out the bunghole's name. It's all foods from state fairs.
I just saw bunghole in a bag and was like, oh, it's milk from Canada. But yeah, I like it. Bunghole on the cob. I like it. The correct answer is New Zealand. Which I love how it was spelled by our one correct answer. New Z-Land.
New Z-Land.
It's where Zorro is from. All right, Doug, hit us with
We got
scoreboard.
scores for you. In first place, 12.73, Deep Fried Bunghole. Second place, 12.41. Third place, Bunghole on a Stick, 12.18. That's literally coming down to like
0.6
speed.
points between the top three.
You got Bunghole Cakes, Scrappy and Tiny, Pen Waste, Caitlin and Fam, Bunghole in a Bag, Bunghole on the Cob, and Finally Made It. But did you?
I'm so proud of you, except for you. I'm guessing Finally Made It hasn't answered a question yet.
Nope.
Feels bad.
They don't even
wonder if
show up on
that's-
the leaderboard. Like the
I was about to say, I didn't see that team. I'm glad you got it. All right. Did I do the final question? Did you do the
Yeah,
final
you did.
question? You know, it doesn't matter. Okay, so it's you.
So in this round is fruits, vegetables, growing patterns. In this round, I'll name a fruit or vegetable, and you tell me where or how it grows. So we're asking you for: is it on a tree? Is it on a vine? It's on a bush, or is it at soil level? And what I mean by soil level is like it's just lays on the soil. So like, actually, we'll double check this first before.
I'm pretty sure soil level means that it grows in the. But I may be wrong.
Grows in the what? Soil level means
ground,
it sprouts
in the-
directly from the roots in the soil. Yeah.
Yeah. So directly from the soil.
Right. So like, never mind.
Good
The,
note.
the one I was gonna use is the final
In there?
question. Yep.
Soil level means it sprouts directly from the root. Underground means you must dig it to reach it. Vine means it sprouts off a vine. Bush and tree means it grows from their branches. So
Alfalfa.
I have faith in you.
So alfalfa comes like directly out of the ground. That is soil level. So, all right. First one is green beans.
Did alfalfa come out of the ground in the Little Rascals? Am I confused by something here? Because I seriously, is alfalfa a vegetable that I don't know about?
Alfalfa is a garnish more than anything.
Let me tell you about our conversation we had tonight as we made supper, which was steak, taters, and broccoli. And Kim, the russet potatoes that we had, she was like, "You need to cut the peelings off of those." And I was like, "Why? Potato skin." And she's like, "That's dirt." And I'm like, "Yeah, it's a potato. All of the exterior of a potato is dirt. They live in the dirt, grow in the dirt. You wash them off. What little bit of dirt you get is good for you." And she's like, no, that's why you can't eat those kind of potatoes. That's why I buy the golden ones for we cook with. I'm like, you can absolutely eat these. I've eaten them my whole life with the skins on them. I promise you, it ain't gonna kill you. I ain't eating dirt. We got in an argument about it and ended up having not those potatoes for supper tonight.
Jeez.
She changed to the other potatoes because I wouldn't cut the skins off of them, and because she thought they were squishy. But that's besides the point.
They
I'm
were
glad she's not like.
they were rotten and had fungus on them, but it was the dirt.
But that
thing
doesn't
got
matter.
it.
The that dirt stain. All right, what green beans grow?
Answer is it's from a vine. Oh, it is getting.
Are you getting crazy? Lightning thunder too?
Yep.
If I move this curtain behind us, it will be a light show. I am positive by the sounds I keep hearing. Next one we got is papayas.
It looks like the start of Twister outside. Jeez.
I think there's water just running down that.
Yeah,
No, there's not.
I can just see water running down the window. Or that might be the light. I'm not sure.
I think it was the light, but it's also it's constant noise behind me.
Yeah, I just hear this
I wonder how the dog's doing.
All right.
I think we managed to run Caitlin and Fam off. I feel bad about it.
I wonder if
Oh, well.
I wonder if it was because of our China rant.
It could have been because of our generate. Maybe we should do current events less. No, we shouldn't. We get more drunk by the end of the night, and current events at the end of the night would be bad. Do you remember the Constitution? Papayas grow on trees.
That is much safer for us to talk about.
Yes.
I feel like
Right.
at a certain point we would get drunk enough that we would start talking about the pros and cons of like the Communist Manifesto.
That's what I was literally about to say. I was about to be like the comparison of communism and a capitalist system. That's not a rant we need to do.
No. Peanuts, especially when we're drunk and we, yeah.
Yeah, no, not a good plan.
I just watched the like a wall of rain run across our parking lot.
Like I said, I don't even know if I'm getting rain. I'm pretty sure I'm just getting thunder. Like,
This
no, it is raining.
this poor guy. As
Oh
soon
no,
as
you're right. That is rain.
the rain came by, a car pulled down and parked, and then the rain came over. I'm like, oh no, buddy, sorry.
You live in that car now.
Yep.
All right, where do peanuts grow, Doug?
Underground.
Underground. The underground.
Ollie, how's the weather? It's raining sideways.
It's raining sideways. Where's your umbrella? Inside out,
No.
5 miles back down the road.
Bring anything? Soup. What kind? Chunky.
Okay. Watermelons.
I think my favorite is when they legalized weed and they're like, Ollie, how's the weather? It's good.
It's
man.
looking pretty good, man. What was it? The dog though.
Brian?
No. What was it? What did Ollie? It was something about walking a dog or something. Ah, crap. It was one of Ollie's famous lines because they asked him, "How's the weather?" Raining sideways. Who? Something about there's someone out there in the weather or something. Man walking a dog. It's blown out. Like I can't remember, but yeah.
With Ollie with in the AccuWeather helicopter. I saw a bird.
I saw a bird. That's so true. Oh man, I haven't watched Family Guy in a while. I should probably do that. YouTube. Oh, so correct answer is watermelons grow on a vine. That's why they have a weird little squiggle that sticks out of them. What you got, Doug?
I got lemons.
What do you do when life gives you lemons, Doug?
Turn it into grape
Oh.
juice and watch life
No.
ask, what the hell's going on?
Doug, no. Ask me the question, Doug.
What do you do when life gives you lemons?
You find a new god. Power thirst.
My brain blocks out power thirst if I go long enough not hearing it.
Comes in all new flavors like banana, fizz bitch, and
Gun.
Holy.
Okay, I want. I don't.
To our younger audience, if you haven't seen Power Thirst, go pull it up on YouTube. It's worth your time.
People are gonna get sickling up the camera, but like.
All right, Doug's working on this while he does that. Lemons grow on trees.
You see how bad that is?
I see it.
I can't see
Allie has arrived. Everybody wave and say hi to Allie. Tell her how much we love her.
babe. I can't see past the deck.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So lemons grow on trees, and our next fruit or vegetable is spinach.
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 I'm actually kind of afraid that the power's gonna go out.
Dude, when I first heard mine, I was trying to ignore it, and I was about to say the same thing.
So,
And,
ladies and gentlemen, if we go down, we will be back as soon as possible. Don't go anywhere.
If your questions keep popping up, you have to read them yourselves, and the entertainment value will be slightly diminished. But
not by much.
we'll be back. We'll make it happen.
There's people in the background like, will they shut the hell up and just like
Ask the questions. No, I mean Kim literally, I'm pretty sure turns us down to the lowest level she can and just answers questions. Spinach. It grows at soil level. Next one.
Next one is raspberries.
I cut on the best of Ollie Williams on YouTube. And he's been a very bad boy. Now to the punishment forecast with Ollie Williams. Ollie, he gonna get it. Oh my goodness.
Double bush. That's hot.
Oh yeah.
That's hot.
Double.
Well, answer is a bush.
Yep, well, you had a bunch of chances on that one. Wait, hold on. Did you go through and correct it? Because some of the bushes were incorrect.
No. Hold on.
I fixed it. We're good.
Okay.
The next one, asparagus. It is the free wager round, final question of the round, and the same answers that we've given you. So bush, tree, Vine, soil level, or underground. You have 5 options in your wager round. The free wager. I mean, 2 answers said Bush. Me and Doug are going to do that one time. I'm literally going to do it like across the whole trivia night and use the same answer multiple times in the same question. And everyone's going to pick it and get it wrong. I'm doing it. Because every time that happens to us, everybody's like, oh, this is so easy. Like, it's the one that the most times it appears. Yeah, we'll see about that, won't we?
I'm just gonna
Break
make
you of your cheating ways.
I'm gonna make it a yes no, and just have no be every answer till the last one, and I'm gonna change it to maybe, just to.
No, you should do all 4 no's and be like, one of the no's is correct. Which one is it?
The impossible game.
The impossible game, because it's even worse because it randomizes it for us as well, so we wouldn't even know which one was correct. We just have to wait on a check mark.
I would randomly capitalize them too. Like one would have the
Yeah,
N, one would have the O, one would have both of them, one would have none of them. Like, which one is it?
What could it be? All right, I'm gonna count that as correct. How do you feel about Penwaste's answer? Because we did ask for like what we had used.
Yeah, I mean,
That's correct. I think that's correct.
yeah.
So the correct answer here, it is soil level. There you go.
Comes up out of the ground.
That is out the ground.
Speaking of
All
pen
right.
waste, in first place is pen waste, 37.41.
There he is.
Second place, 33.47. Third place, deep fried bunghole, 32.43. Then we have bunghole on a stick, bunghole in a bag, bunghole in the cob, bunghole cakes, Scrappy and Tiny, Caitlin and Fam, and finally made it, who hasn't answered any questions yet.
Yay. All right, we'll move on to our halfway there round. We will begin with calling shenanigans on some of these differences. What different? I see. Yeah, well, you know, that would be mine and Doug's decision to make, wouldn't it? Now we get to the what about the vine that's on the soil level? What about vines that lay on the ground? I think that'd still be a vine, wouldn't it?
Yep.
We get to begin the categories written by me, and as we all know, I take these very seriously, and if you all don't like them, I'm going to be very sad. But anyway,
Don't make
European dominance is the category, but don't make me sad. What? Because you wouldn't like me when I'm sad?
the incredible
need a minute,
sulk.
The incredible sulk. This round is going to be liberating, and yes, I like puns. I'll give you a country and a year. You tell me if they gained their independence from the British, the Spanish, or the French Empire. First off, let's do India, 1947. So the year given should give you the hint to the empire that it gained its exit from. So even if they've been controlled multiple times, I generally went with their first independence and didn't do countries that get exchanged around. 8 answers in, easy peasy. Caitlin and Fam doesn't love us anymore. Took the family and went to Dairy Queen. The correct answer here is Britain.
Next one, Ivory Coast, 1960. So
This was a super fun category. Go ahead.
I was looking up all these. So I just go to Giphy and I type in the country. 90% of these are just soccer pictures. Or
Soccer picture. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense because a lot of these countries you don't think of until the World Cup. I mean, I don't. The Ivory Coast is always a country I think of with the World Cup, and that's about it. Other than when me and Kim are playing a Sporkle. Because they're one of the countries that I memorized when we memorized the whole world map.
Oh, the answer is France.
France. So I had made this whole category the first time. The next one is Egypt in 1922. And I wrote like the whole category and I looked at it and I went back and looked and every one of France's categories was an African country. I went back and looked at where I've been pulling them from and it was literally African countries and it's just a whole bunch from France, and I was like, "Oops, that's my bad." And I had to scroll around to the other continents to pull one out. It's really funny.
Oops.
It's like, man, these all. It seems like France just controlled a lot of Africa at one point.
Between them and Britain, they just kept.
Yeah.
They made arbitrary.
Dude.
It's like the whole thing. They made arbitrary lines. That's why you get the square countries in Africa. Because like, I guess this parallel is where you get.
Oh no, we are going to cut it here. Egypt controlled by Britain, and not misleading at all with me talking about Africa.
Mexico, 1821.
But yeah, there is a entire. Why did that go?
You good?
I don't know why we went there, but I think I'll be fine. What I was trying to ask you, Douglas, is every time I do an Irish accent, all I can think of is the third Back to the Future movie.
Oh, with
Oh, look at him, Cornelius McFly. But
like, can we talk about that? Is that they mixed up like Corinth and Ireland for a name?
Hey, man. Cornelius is my cousin's middle name, and we're Scotch-Irish, so it is what it is.
Cornelius.
Yeah, no, I don't know if I've ever told that story. It's real simple and short. My grandpa's name was Cornelius, but they called him Neil. My name is Lucas Neil Carver because I'm the older one. Zach got Zachary Cornelius Peterson because he's the younger one. He's like, I hate you. You took Neil. And I'm like, suck it, big man. Who controlled Mexico?
That'd be España.
Spain. Jamaica, 1962. Oh, I'm glad you used Cool Runnings. That's awesome. Yeah, no, Zach is my cousin. I think I've showed him to you before. Zach's my cousin that weighs like 375 pounds.
Oh, the big boy.
And is 6'6". He was at my wedding party. I have a picture from his high school graduation, and it's me and my dad. My dad's close. Dad weighs more than me, but we're about the same height. Look a lot alike, act a lot alike. Side by side, my cousin is behind us, and he is as wide as the two of us together. There's a reason he played offensive line in high school.
We were sitting in the chapel, and that was like the first time I saw your wedding party. And I was like, when did Lucas hire a bouncer?
It was funny because you had... My best man was Greg, and Greg's solid and tall. Then you had Zach, who is huge and tall. And then you had Andrew, who's like a normal-sized dude. And then you have Jeremy, who's a slightly shorter-sized Jewish man. So, like, we definitely had the Verizon bars that you could have plopped me in the middle of. It was perfect. Jamaica, controlled by Britain.
Laos.
We're gonna have speedy, Laos.
Laotian.
Yeah, speedy rounds tonight. All I know about Laos, this is... Wait, we are ready? What's she ready for? I'm concerned.
We ready? Wait, who's ready?
Your GIF. Your GIF is literally a Laotian woman on a plane saying, "We are ready."
You're gonna kick your ass on Laos. That was the only two things that showed up were like horrible caricatures and Laos Airlines. And I was like, I'm gonna go with the safer bet.
The only thing I know about Laos is literally that it's a country that we bled into during the Vietnam War. That is the only thing I know about Laos.
I only know Laos from Indiana Jones.
Yeah, that's true. That's a fair point.
Okie dokie, Dr. Jones.
Okay, Dr. Jones.
I
right, tell me
seeing
about
that guy. So I recently saw the Goonies, which
and
seeing him in that, I'm like, wait, hold on, that's Short Round.
No, that's what I said. I said to Kim, we were watching Goonies like 2 weekends ago, and I went, it's Short Round, and she's like, you're racist, and I'm like, that is Short Round.
That is
I am positive.
Literally the actor who plays Short Round.
That's him. And he plays like the super tech-oriented character. Like it's bad.
Yep.
Tell me about Laos, Doug.
They were controlled by France for a while.
Oh, the French. Yeah, no, I think I said it already, but there's literally a whole wiki of all the countries that Britain controlled. It's amazing.
I mean, the sun never sets on the British Empire.
That's right. Colombia. 1810.
Except now, where the sun is on all of the British
Empire for like 30 minutes.
30 minutes. And then it rains.
Now, my favorite thing is the episode of Top Gear where Jeremy races the sunset
Yeah.
in one of the cars. He literally goes from like one side of Britain to the other and beats the sunrise.
Watching him in the Ford GT
Yeah.
racing the airplane was great. When it
Yep,
was
yep,
it was him racing a Hammond and
No. It's not a
No,
Ford
no.
GT. It's the Bugatti Veyron. It's the first
Was
time
it-
they have the Veyron, and
Was
they leave France with a truffle,
oh no
and James gets in the plane.
not that one.
with,
The one where
okay.
they start in a park and they're in New York City and they go from New York City to Niagara Falls. And
Yep.
So
That's the Grand Tour one. Yep.
Yep, and he takes the Ford GT and gets super pissed that there's construction the entire way there. It's like, yeah, welcome to America.
I loved the one where he took the Veyron.
Oh, the Veyron was
and they
awesome.
flew the plane, and they're racing the truffle back to England.
Yep.
Colombia was controlled by Spain, of course. All right, final question.
Last one. No, that was the final.
No.
Oh,
Yeah, no,
okay.
remember, it's my-
Yeah, I
It's
got it.
my tie-in,
I
Doug.
got it. According to the Guinness World Records, how many countries, not territories, have gained their independence from the UK within 2? And hint, it's under 100.
You know that someone's going to type in more than 2 digits, right?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Like every time I give a hint like this or we say it, I wrote it in the question just so they read it this time. I was like, I want 2 digits. The other one that I love that they do is the race across, because those are the public transit ones. Like Hammond and May take public transit, and Jeremy takes a super fast car.
Why is it
The one where
always
they
Jeremy? Jeremy's like, screw you guys, take the train, bye.
Yeah, I don't know. But the Japan one, where Hammond and May take the Bullet car and Jeremy drives the Nissan GTR, and he gets into Tokyo and changes his sat nav to Japanese, and he's calling the sat nav by the name, like Amy or something, screaming in Tokyo like, "Come back, Amy!" She's just rambling in Japanese.
Oh man,
Nice.
That happened to me once where I don't. So
Correct.
I hit something like I hit a combo of buttons on the side of my phone that turned on like the hard of hearing like setting.
Yeah.
And so I had this like double, like my phone would keep yelling at me because Waze was on my like navigation or whatever. So I had navigation yelling at me, and then the like hard of hearing or hard of seeing whatever was yelling at me from my phone, and I'm like, well, one of you shut the hell up.
Jesus Christ, please. So, I don't understand what Kenny's trying to tell us. Jesse's excessive hours in Hearts of Iron 4 pays for another round of trivia. Pays off.
Oh, Hearts of Iron's a world conquest kind of game.
Ah, that would make sense, wouldn't it? The correct answer here was... Actually, you read this, didn't you?
62.
Clear answer. So we accepted 60 to 64, and one person got it right, although our 69 memers almost got it right. Let's see. Before 1914, the UK exercised authority over 1/5 of the world's entire population, made up 88 million subjects. So then in 1939, Canada and South Africa, Australia, and New Zealand were first to be given their independence. Within the Commonwealth since then, a total of 62 countries.
Although Canada still recognizes the Queen as like their monarch.
And so does, well, I think Australia does too. Like they acknowledge her, but don't. It's a figurehead thing.
Right.
I think.
It's not quite a constitutional monarchy because she's not the queen of them, but they recognize her as a monarch, which is it's weird.
So
With that,
that's halftime.
halftime. Man, we are on schedule for change.
We are on schedule because we wrote rounds this week that are like straightforward, easy questions.
First place, Deep Red Bunghole, 55.59. 50. Been sitting in second. Like, first place has changed every round, and second place is just constant.
Yeah, Kim is not moving, which you'll notice she got that question right. She never wagers in the final round. She got 0 points from that correct answer.
Penway
Not
is
a gambler.
Bunghole on a Stick, Bunghole Cakes, Scrappy and Tiny, Bunghole in a Bag, Bunghole in the Cob, Caitlin and Fam, and finally made it.
Eh.
Eh.
All right, so since Doug ruined it,
I didn't ruin it.
speaking of the Guinness World Records, let's take a look at the odd section of the book. Oh God, the oddities in here are weird. Coming in at 10.10 centimeters, Nick Stoberl has the longest one of which of these body parts? I really wanted to meme really hard and just
I would
put
like to
stuff in
point
for
out
you.
you didn't
Yeah?
appropriately use significant figures in that measurement.
Significant figures? Oh, wait, hold, what?
Do you not remember sig figs from chemistry? Because that was the
Oh
bane
God,
of
I
my
hated chemistry.
The zeros only count in certain circumstances. Like they either count or they don't. There's no.
Look, dog. That's how they wrote it in the Guinness World Book, so that's how I wrote it, all right? I used their thing. So as most people figured out here, Nick has a really long tongue. I didn't convert any of these to inches, so I'll do that right now while Doug's going along.
You didn't measure them in American?
I didn't write them in American.
Or sorry,
That would
measure
be
them in freedom units.
That's a 4-inch long tongue, Doug. Although I think that Gene Simmons might have something to say about that.
So are they measuring it from like where the teeth meet, like the?
I think it's where the teeth meet his tongue, like all the way to tip. Because they had a picture of him, and it looks weird. But
I forget what the little thing, the thing that keeps your tongue in your mouth, that little whatever in the bottom. It's got a name, but that's.
Oh, you mean the webbing thing?
Yeah, like that's the thing that keeps you from swallowing your tongue.
Tell me more.
Yeah, taking 30 years, taking 30 years to grow. Lee Redmond had the longest what altogether, totaling in at 28 feet and 4 inches. I really hope it's not what I'm making a joke about.
Yep. Oh, wait, what? They combined for a total of 28 feet 4 inches. About as long as a school bus. Good lord. That's it. So you read this part, the note? Oh my goodness. That sucks. All right. Tell them about the note. I had mine pierced. Oh, nice. I never kind of understand getting your tongue webbing pierced. It just feels like you'd have something oddly sitting in your mouth all the time. But then again, I'm also just not like a guy who wants anything on me pierced. So there's that. You have muted yourself and need to fix it because I can't hear your cute anecdote. Tell me more.
That's kind of like when someone tells you like, "Hey, your tongue is awkwardly sitting in your mouth," and you're like, "Dang it! Why did you say something?" or you're manually breathing. I feel like piercing would be, and obviously I don't have any piercings, but I feel like the thing that would turn me away from getting my tongue pierced would be like I would realize it at all times.
Yeah, I know, you just, like, I think about it, and it makes my tongue feel weird. Much less if there was a piece of metal in there.
I'm okay with tattooing my body. Like, plenty of those.
There was no point. I was just an edgy teen. Tell me about your goth years.
The answer is fingernails. At their peak length, they combine for a total of 28 feet 4 inches, which is about as long as a school bus. Unfortunately, she was in a car accident in 2009 where her talons were snapped off.
Lord. That's crazy. I love how many my body is ready gifts you found.
Because most of these were body related.
They were. That was like that's what this section is in the friggin' Guinness Book of World Records. But anyway, I cry when I pluck out a single beard hair. It hurts like high holy heck. Anyway, but this bro, Antoninus
Nope.
Contramus picked up how many pounds with his beard?
Are you supposed to say like Kansas and Tanis and
Yeah, but it's not. I know it's not American.
Well, yeah,
So-
it's like Anton. Not even.
Oh, he's Turkish. Maybe it's Antoninus Contramus. Contramus.
My brain reads it and just says nope.
I got something for you, Doug. Ant anus, contra rimas. So you got a rim job in there and an anus.
A bunghole, if you will.
We've done it.
Call back.
Don't call it a comeback. Anyway, the correct answer, which I again did not convert to American, is 63 kilograms, which I'm pretty sure is like 90 pounds. Nah, that can't be right. I might be going backwards.
It's like 2.2 kilograms. To
Dear
1 pound.
God, it's 138 pounds.
Jeez. I need that
man
in
picked up
freedom
100
units, please.
That man picked up a whole Lucas with his beard.
Jeez.
Almost. Used to. A college-sized Lucas. To be fair, if he added on 50 more pounds, he could pick up a Lucas with his beard. I don't like that.
How strong does your neck have to be at that point? That you're holding...
Dude, how, like... My brain just broke. I don't know. Did this by lifting the presenter. He did. There you go. He did it by lifting the presenter of the TV show in Istanbul. Basically, America's Got Talent. He picked up Tyra Banks with his beard. Wait, she's not the host anymore, is she? Oh, well, whatever. Not the
I don't
point.
know.
Next question.
What exotic bird was able to open 35 cans in a minute?
Bush.
Bush.
Speaking of which, I should go get a bush. Phrasing. I
Phrasing.
should go get a bush light.
Wait, are we not doing phrasing anymore?
We're not doing phrasing anymore? I'm gonna need that in American. Do you know how hard it is to find like a whole bunch of exotic birds that you actually know what are? I struggled so hard to pick out exotic birds that I thought were capable of opening a can, but I also knew what it was.
That's fair.
Because for the most part, if people own these things, they only own like certain ones. Like what, Doug?
The macaw.
Yep, Zach the Macaw. Did it in 2012. I thought that was a cool one. I thought you'd enjoy the macaw that opened beer cans.
That was entertaining. So I looked up a video of it. Apparently,
Yeah.
just randomly, I was like, oh, I don't know if the world record's on there of him doing it, but no, the bird's on there. It's just crack, crack, crack.
Great. I also loved how you shortened this question for me. So I had a bunch of stuff in here about bathroom. I don't remember. Anyway, Sandeep Singh Kalia. I almost did it. Spun a basketball on what for over a minute? And my hint in there was that it was something to do in the bathroom, but all the stuff's in your bathroom, I would say.
That's it. That's the only reason I changed it, or I took out the bathroom part and like.
Because it's implied with the answers.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough. I can hardly spin a basketball on my finger. Also, is that...
I can do it enough that like the momentum up is what keeps it on my finger, and then when the momentum comes back down, like falls off my finger.
That's it. Yeah. Is that a Globetrotter
Yep.
in that picture? Yeah, I love the Harlem Globetrotters. They're so much fun.
I was looking up like ball spinning, and I figured that would go down a really dark hole, so I was like, hey,
Yeah.
who spins basketballs? Oh, the Globetrotters.
The Globetrotters do that. Our bunghole on a stick has taken hiatus. Do we await them?
You give them 10 seconds.
A Doug 10 seconds or a real 10 seconds?
That's up to you.
About 10 seconds. They they used a toothbrush. He used a toothbrush. So after seeing the video, Doug, read the note because that's a long ass note. Paraphrase it for me.
It was... Where'd it go? So essentially, it was a skill he could easily master. Sandy Bezos was planning on breaking several other basketball spinning records, such as longest time to spin 4 basketballs at once, as well as spinning one on his elbow, and more.
Oh, how about that?
I feel like that's there are several records that, like, longest time riding a roller coaster. Longest time riding a roller coaster with breaks in between. Longest time riding a roller coaster while wearing a hat. Longest time riding a roller coaster with... It's like, okay, which...
We get dumb about our world records. Like, they reach a point where you're like, who cares? But again, to be fair, I was John Boy Media, the people that do the
Jump.
sports recaps that I've now started watching their warehouse channel. Anyway, I digress. They did a video the other day on one of their channels that was literally them trying to break world records and not succeeding. Like trying to clip paper clips on their face, and they put like one on his ear, and he's like, "Oh my god, it hurts! Stop!" And they're like, "We got to put 60 of these on there." He's like, "No, we're not doing it." The first one he clipped on, he like barely got on the edge of his ear and just clipped it on, and the dude flipped out. But it was like that, trying to balance coffee mugs in your hand, because someone can balance like 25 coffee mugs in one hand.
Have you seen
What?
like the beer stein carrying where they're holding 8 in each hand by the handle and then holding them together and stacking like 20 more on top?
Hard pass. I would drop one of those, and then I'd feel bad because beer steins are awesome.
I just need
I'm
one
gonna go
beer
get a
stein.
Busch Light.
All right.
Yeah, that's right. And I got a couple of them to drink out of.
Next one. Everything is bigger in Texas, and Michael and Mike made the biggest usable what for sports? Hint, it was 51 feet 1 inch, and they did use it. Wow, I don't know if there's enough blood in the human body for that. Someone had to make the joke. Come on. So apparently it was in Casey, Illinois. If you're ever on a road trip on I-70, stop off for some fun times, including the world's largest rocking chair and the world's largest wind chime, both on I-70. Which I think 70 goes from Baltimore to San Fran, I think.
I was just glad they were both from Texas. They also had weird, weird last names, so I just wrote their first names. I was like, I'm not spelling both those out. Phooey on that mess. But I just can't imagine how they made this usable.
My question is, how did they form it in the first place? Did they do just a cast of it? And also, how did they melt that much metal? Also, did they
that's
just
my
use
guess.
plastic?
Is I don't think they used that much metal. Number one, they don't have to use metal. The standard golf club, Doug, is now made out of carbon fiber.
Yeah.
So I mean, it definitely could be plastic, but still, if it's 51 feet long, also if you didn't catch that there, the answer is a golf club. I can't imagine being able to get 50 foot away from it and get it back and then hit the ball.
I assume they just dinked it like a couple feet down the green or something.
I agree, but I mean, think about that. That's like, so it's a 50 foot long club. What is it? Three feet in a yard, right?
Yep.
So that's basically on like the 15-yard line. You're standing in the end zone, and you're basically extending the club out to the 14-yard line and hitting something.
Yeah.
That's insanely long.
I would assume you'd have to be like on an elevated platform or something to, because you're not
blows
swinging
my
it straight
mind.
across.
Exactly. It just this whole concept messed with my brain. I'm not gonna lie. Let's see.
So
Yeah,
the
go ahead.
note you have for this, I could not find that GIF because that was the first thing I looked for.
I had a note in here that was funny, I'm guessing.
Well, the notes.
Oh, I did not write that note.
Oh, someone did.
That's pretty great. Odilon Azar designed the world's tallest hat, 15 feet 9 inches. But for it to count in the record books, how long did he have to walk in it? I assumed that the M counted for meters. In my head, I was thinking minutes the first time, and then that in my head became really dumb. So, how many meters did he travel?
I feel like it wouldn't matter. You walk, stand, run, whatever.
But it was funny because that they wouldn't count it until he walked in it. Like, he had the world's biggest hat, but before it to go in the record books, for it to be qualified as a hat, he had to walk in it. 4, the answers are in, 10 meters, which is 32 feet. So, I already converted it to American for you. Really, almost 33 feet.
I mean, it's essentially walking from goal line to 10-yard line, so...
Yeah, so if you can't walk in something you put on your head to the 10-yard line, it's not really a hat. That's how that works. I got the Busch Light, by the way.
We can beat that.
We can totally beat that. 16 feet tall, dude. Easy peasy. We can make me and Greg a hat and put it on your head, and you can walk 10 yards. Easy peasy.
Yeah, no problem.
But I'm gonna hold on to the bush light because we do have a speed round, don't we?
Oh, we do.
I'm gonna hold on to that. I got a bottle just
yeah.
in case.
All right.
But I'm thinking about trying.
In the
Yeah, go ahead.
2022 book, we have a woman who jumped rope over her own hair for 30 seconds. How many times within 5 did she jump her own hair in half a minute? This is the wager
this
question as
also-
well.
This broke my mind. Hint: it's under 100 again. I think I wrote that in it and then didn't put it in there by accident. So yeah, it's under 100 again. And within 5. I believe in you guys. Her own hair. So she used her own hair as well as hair extensions to form a jump rope. It's nuts.
That's next level.
Everything in the Guinness Book of World Records is nuts. That's my new theory. It's just craziness.
I feel like so the origin of the Guinness Book World Records is fantastic. That it's literally just beer stories. It's from the Guinness pub when it first started that people would write in the bar like what their record was.
That's crazy.
And then
I love it.
that expanded out to people just coming up with the most like if you can think of it, you can make a record out of it.
69 dudes. Tells people it's under 100. The bungholes live their memes. But yeah, no, I love the origin story of the Guinness Book of World Records. It's super neat.
Same thing with Michelin stars. That literally it was a tourist book to start from Michelin tires, and then
See, I've always wondered if there was a correlation there.
Yep,
That's honestly, oh my goodness, that's awesome. And
it was a tour
stupid.
book that they didn't really review all that many places. They'd pick like a couple in a city and be like, oh, this is Michelin 1 star, 2 star, 3 stars kind of thing. And like back when it first started, the stars weren't like a huge deal. And when everyone was like, we need a glorified system, they were like, well, this Michelin book's already out, so let's use that.
That's hilarious. Well, nobody buzzed incorrect even within 5. Maybe I should have broadened our thing there, but she jumped over her own hair 2 times per minute for a total, or 2 times per second for a total of 60 jumps in a half minute. Yeah, she was getting on with it too. It wasn't like she was just barely skipping rope.
Oh no, she's blah, 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 blah.
All
All right.
right.
Leaderboard in first place. We have a deep fried bunghole. Come on, why isn't the scroll showing up? There we go. Deep fried bunghole, 60.13. Second place, 54.98.
And waste.
Third place, 50.57. Bunghole cakes, 49.4. Followed by bunghole on a stick, Scrapian, tiny bunghole on the cob, and a bunghole in a bag. I would be a Guinness World Record holder right now. I was going to be a part of a Pokemon shiny hunting thing. Oh, that's unfortunate.
That sucks. Also, do we have a 50-50 round tonight?
This next one's the speed round because it's all the same answers all the way down.
Ah, so you were gonna use this as your speed round. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. I like it.
I figured it was
so
we have to stick to. Hold on.
So they have 45 seconds per. We've done this. We do this math every week, and we will continue to do it every week until we finally come up with a set amount that makes sense. But they have 7 questions at 45 seconds, which is 315 seconds. Is the last question an actual wager, or is it just a color it's not? So that's another 45. So 360 seconds divided by 60, which is 6 minutes. They have 6 minutes following the strict time.
All right, so the countdown
So
needs to
how
be...
much are you going to shorten that by? So as Doug sets this up on the screen for those who are in Twitch listening, this is your speed round. I'm going to type it in here. The speed round. Go quick. I'm going to type it into Twitch chat.
I'm going to say 3 minutes, 30 seconds. Seems reasonable.
I think that's fairly reasonable. I don't know if they'll make it, but I think that's reasonable. I'm a generous god. I say 3 minutes, 30 seconds. But, so, for those who are listening, speed round means if you get it all answered quickly, by the time limit that Doug has set these giant timer in front of the question on Twitch,
I'm trying to.
I'm basically going to shotgun this or try, or maybe just chug it. And I think Doug probably has a plan. Who knows?
Yep. I'm gonna shotgun a cores.
So he's going to shotgun. So if you can get these done in the allotted 3 minutes and 29 seconds now, then you get that. Round's pretty simple. We're going to give you a Gatorade with its crazy, ridiculous flavor profiles. All you have to do, once given the name, is tell us what color it is. So colors are going to be red, purple, white, and blue. When you hit you with a name, you're good to go. All right. You want me to ask the question? You got the timer.
Yep. When you
first.
say last one.
Yep. Your first Gatorade color is Fruit Punch.
And go.
So what color is the Fruit Punch? I love how I told them to go quick. I shouldn't have told them to go quick. Also, we're only looking for 8 of 9 teams because Caitlin and Fam quit on us.
Yep.
The bunghole on a stick has been holding up the squad as well, but it's bunghole on the cod this time. So never mind bunghole on a stick. I apologize. I misrepresented you.
Ruining it for everybody.
Ruining it for everybody. Although after one full round of timing, we do factor in that other person.
Yep.
So bunghole on the cob is now a contestant that will not be counted for this round, even if they get stuff right.
Totally
well, not for points, but anyway. Correct answer is red. Go ahead.
Next one. Oh no, it's doing the thing. Cool blue.
What color is cool blue?
Thank you, everyone, for
I'm
not
sorry.
disappointing me.
I couldn't help myself. So we're waiting on Kim and bunghole on the cob. You didn't submit!
There we go.
And she did it. We're done. What
Yep.
color is it?
It's blue, and she got it wrong.
Of course she did.
Next.
Riptide Rush. Wait, there's a girl in that cooler.
Yep.
Her shirt looks almost hokey colored, and I got excited.
Yeah.
I feel kind of bad for bunghole on the cob, but you brought this upon yourself.
Yep. There you go.
Riptide Rush is purple. Next.
Stop doing that. Glacier Cherry.
Yeah, it does that thing. I feel like we could just let one person ask the questions in the speed round. Let the other person make fun of them for their poor timing.
It's fine. It's a couple of seconds. I don't think they're too worried about it.
I'm super worried about it, Douglas.
Or they or they are super worried about it.
Color.
White.
I didn't know that. Things you learn. The next one is Frosty Ice Charge. What? That's a flavor? Frost. Icy Charge. Sorry. Good lord, I thought it said Frosty. The Y just blended in with the rest of it. I'm surprised Kim hasn't yelled at you already for making fun of her for missing that, but then I remembered she turns us down. Oh, hey! Bunghole made it back. 8 of 9 in. Good job. That one's blue. Sorry you lost points for not answering questions. Next!
Frost Arctic Blitz.
Arctic Blitz. These definitely could have been Power Thirst flavors. Got 2 questions to go. There's a chance with 45 seconds. Can they answer 3 questions in the time it sometimes takes them to answer 1 question?
Ooh.
It's a possibility, but I don't see it happening.
6. That's
Kim
6.
has to submit.
7.
And Kim submitted. Sorry,
right,
bunghole.
that's blue.
And then it did it to me. Glacier Freeze. Yeah.
19. Come on.
Yeah. Nope. Is that Deshaun Watson? Did you? Nope. That's a baseball player.
That's it.
Sorry.
We got it.
Nope, because there's one more question left, isn't there, Doug?
Citrus Cooler.
Citrus Cooler. 7 seconds to go. Feels bad, bros. I don't know, dude. I got 6 of 9 in right now.
I will give him that because the timer hit 0 when 6 of 9 was in. So if we give him, let's say generously 4 seconds from us like not being able to refresh or to hit next question, I think they got it.
I think that was close
I'm willing to give it to him.
I support the team.
All right, you guys earned it.
Last round.
We're gonna pull it out. I'm going to run the scores real quick while we are doing our thing. I can't chug in here because I'm on top of carpet, so or I can't shotgun, so I have to just chug.
I was thinking about shotgunning and just doing kind of what Ben did the other day and just going and getting a towel. Yeah, I know, right? Wait, what? Doug, why is that beside your computer?
We don't ask
Douglas.
We don't ask questions, Lucas. That was a Reddit I saw today, which was like, what was the most too much information anyone's ever shared on their like Facebook or whatever? And some mom had posted that to like a mom's group, like my son's hand on the right side is just really brown and like kind of messed up or whatever, and like took him to a doctor. Turns out it was tanning lotion or tanning spray or whatever. And mom couldn't figure out why it was only on one hand, his
Mom.
dominant hand, and it's everyone else figured it out and was like, "Oh, you sweet summer child." So I messed up because I already cracked open my beer. I can't shotgun, so it's fine. I'll go. It's fine. I'm just gonna hold this to my chin and just be like.
You can tell how little that Kim pays attention to our stream part. Because she's like, you have a headband on. Yeah, I've had it on all night.
Bash
All right.
Bros.
I remember how to do this.
All right, so
If
turn
I
this.
angle it just right, it's not gonna. It's not. If it's angled like this, right?
Yeah, so
Little hole?
the spout, the little hole, make sure that's on the top side when you turn it up, and then
Like that.
right, and then poke it in the opposite.
Okay. Yeah, this is going everywhere. I can feel it already. We're gonna do it though for the memes. Nope, we're good. We are good. Holy crap! I
Should we-
don't have booze everywhere.
Should be a small air bubble there. Come on.
I got the air bubble. I did it, Doug. It's been college since I've tried to shotgun something, so. But it worked. We
I
got a
wish I
tiny
could
hole.
say that, but last football game.
Football game. All
All
right.
right.
Hey,
Cheers.
Wayne gets there.
Let's
See you.
go. Ah.
I forgot something.
Oh, it shoots down your throat like that?
Well, you need to tilt it up as soon as you crack it,
Oh no.
which I didn't do. So it poured all over my pants and my chair.
Ooh. All right.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna read your scores off because I'm sure you read them by now.
You didn't, that's on you. Well, it
Ugh.
mostly just got on my chair, not the floor. I'll take that.
Ooh.
Good one.
Oh boy. We
Last
should
round's
we
pretty
should have seen.
straightforward and simple again.
All right.
Hit me with it.
We probably should have let Ben know ahead of time, see if he could have joined us and just crushed us like usual.
Yeah, he does that.
All right.
I hope I
You
can
wanna
get
take
the
the
next round. All right.
Take the next one.
My final round that I did for the night, Gatorade was Doug, but we're doing sports. I hope you all like sports. This is college number ones. I'm going to give you a football player and the year that they were drafted. You tell me what college that they attended. As always, I try to start it easy. Joe Burrow, 2020. So where did Joe Burrow go to college?
2 seconds, be right back.
Yeah, no, I feel that. He went on the 2-second break, so I guess I'll sit a little bit longer with my booze-covered pants. I also love the gifts that Doug has found. So the beauty I found in this round was that it was going to be super simple to get a gift that went along with the player because they're all pro football players now since I got drafted number one. So you can get the cool gift with them on their current team. Bunghole on the cob. I'm actually going to let the full 10 seconds roll here, just in case you're around, because I know you were answering questions. Sorry if we rushed you in the speed round. But I guess that's what speed rounds are for. All right. 7 of 9 locked in. Joe Burrow attended LSU. That would be Louisiana State University. They won the national championship, and then he was drafted #1 overall. Next question, Andrew Luck, 2012. Our notes section is pretty good for this one. I figured that this would send me and Doug on a tirade, which is a hint to anyone who's an OG here in the channel. If you see a school here that would send me and Doug on a tirade for some reason, I'd pick it as my answer. And it looks like most of you did. So everybody's locked in here except for Caitlin and Fam, so we're good. Andrew Luck attended the University of Stanford. He proceeded to beat the dog snot out of Virginia Tech in their Orange Bowl game, which Doug and I were at as band members. We hate Stanford. We hate the tree. They all suck. They are the worst. But Andrew Luck seems like a pretty decent guy and probably smart for leaving football when he did, in my opinion. Next, Peyton Manning, 1998. Doug would have put Peyton Manning in a Broncos outfit. Peyton played the majority of his career where, ladies and gentlemen?
I know.
That would be the Indianapolis Colts. But he did win his Super Bowl. Well, I think he won 2 Super Bowls, didn't he?
Nope.
I know he won.
Well, he won
Just
one
won
with the
Denver?
Broncos.
I thought he won one with Indianapolis. too.
He did. I thought you were saying with the he went to 2 Super Bowls with the Broncos. He won one.
He won one, and then he won one with Indianapolis. So he had 2
Right.
Super Bowls.
Well, wasn't it the Manning Bowl? Or no, it was the
only-
it was-
no.
No,
No,
that was
that's-
a playoff game.
Peyton Manning Super Bowls. Super Bowl wins. He let's see. Yeah, he has 2. Current team Denver Broncos, drafted in 1998, which we're on here with. 2 Super Bowls, 2006 and 2015. He beat the Bears, 29-17.
I remember that.
But yeah, like I said, of course you would have used the Broncos gif.
Did you read the
Correct
note that
answer
I
here.
had on Andrew Luck?
Oh, I did. I said that anyone who was an OG of this channel should have got that question right, because that would have sent us into a tirade about Stanford, which I said me and Doug were both at the game before he got drafted by #1, where he beat the dog snot out of Virginia Tech like 43-10.
It was not a good night.
No, we're not revisiting it. Peyton Manning went to the University of Tennessee, back when they were actually good at football and didn't have 14 different coaches.
Yep. How do you have that many coaches in that many years? Like, come on.
Dude, Tennessee wants so badly to be relevant that they just keep hiring people that they think could do the job. That's their problem. But anyway.
So I definitely spelled this wrong, but Jameis Winston, 2015. You reading that note?
I'm trying to read that note.
Remember when he jumped up on that table and said, "Fuck her by the..."
I didn't remember what he said. What I remembered was, didn't he punch a girl in a bar at FSU, or was that a different person?
Same thing. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I know. I forgot all about Jameis Winston until I was going through this.
Yep. Which is weird.
The
He's
turnover factory.
He's been so quiet as far as like terrible
NFL?
news has gone in the NFL, because I guess he grew up. Because
Yeah.
I remember his first year, everyone was like, "Oh, he's immature as hell," and everyone hates him, and then nothing, like for the rest of his
Yeah.
career, which I think he's still playing. So.
Turnover. He is. He's on the Saints now, I believe. But I always remember because the dude I watch on YouTube who does sports calls him the turnover man. DeAndre Johnson, there you go, who went for Last Chance U. That's right, he punched the girl. Jameis Winston did some other crazy stuff, like I said, at FSU,
Yep.
because everybody's answers were in.
He jumped up on a table in the student union, and when one of his buddies or one of the players was taking a girl home or something, he screamed out, "Fuck her in the pussy." So, and he got a 1-game suspension.
So, this is what I'm trying to remember.
Oh no,
I
sorry,
should have graduated in 2012.
He got a 1/2 suspension.
Oh, did he play in the second half?
Yep.
I should have graduated in 2012, graduated in 2013.
Right.
You graduated in 2013, right? Or did you go to
2014?
grad school?
2014 was
graduated in
grad school. 2012 was when I graduated undergrad.
what year did Jameis Winston get drafted? Was he a freshman and we didn't get to see him as a member? Or
No,
did he play at
yeah.
FSU while we were there?
He played at FSU while we were there.
But Tech didn't play FSU. That's what it
Correct.
is.
They
There
didn't,
we go.
because the one like that was the one year we didn't make it to the ACC championship,
Yeah.
and it was like FSU versus like Georgia Tech or something like that.
See, I
And-
knew that we played FSU in the ACC championship when we were there, though, like 2011.
Yep.
But that would have been a totally different FSU team. We beat them, too. That was Tyrod. Yeah, that definitely would have been, like, actually probably more like 2010, 2011, somewhere in there.
Well,
So Ryder said once he was a huge FSU fan. I'm sorry, screw the Seminoles. Seminoles do terrible things to animals. Mine and Doug's favorite chant. The ACC, I love it. I actually wouldn't have been mad if we got FSU as like one of the constant rivals in the new ACC swap over. It would have been great. Because FSU's fans are fun. Like, FSU fans are as enthusiastic and fun to be around as Tech fans. Like, they're in it for the football.
Ryder
So-
sent you that mug.
Good to know.
I was so set on like this will
I
just
was
forever be a
confused.
mystery, and Kenny has like secret admirers, and no.
No problem with Kenny having secret admirers.
No.
Now I think for funsies, we should just randomly sing Kenny stuff and claim we don't know what it is.
Yeah,
It's like, oh no, Kenny,
we don't know what you're talking about.
where did it come from? All right.
Cam
another
Newton.
question.
Oh, sorry, that was yours. My
You're
bad.
good. You got it. Go for it. We're good. I don't want
2011.
it anymore. I should have got up and got rid of my beer-soaked pants a while ago anyway. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be taking said beer-soaked pants off screen
Dang it.
because my wife is watching this and she'll get very angry.
We need a
and come
hot.
screaming at me to put my pants back on.
Can we have a cabin trip and do a hot tub stream of trivia? Because I feel like we just need to. I want to be on the hot tub channel of Twitch just for shits and giggles.
You know how in I am in for that.
Oh yeah.
Me and you and Allie and Kim on a trip in a cabin because me and Kim want to go to Pigeon Forge, Tennessee anyway.
Oh, I'd
You
go to
guys
Pigeon
drive down.
Forge.
Hot tub. We hang out all weekend and we do our stream Thursday night. And dude, plan it.
I'm down. The answer is Auburn. I remember playing. All right, enough with QBs. Let's have some fun. Keyshawn Johnson, 1996. I vaguely remember Keyshawn Johnson playing. Like, he was around the era that I started like watching.
College or vaguely as in pros?
Yes, both. Because I remember, I do remember him getting drafted, and then
See, I don't remember him as a college player, but I remember him in pros because he eventually came to the Cowboys.
so I remember him because there was a conversation, and this isn't the school he played at. My parents were having a conversation about Notre Dame, and I kept correcting them, saying, "No, it's Notre Dame." Because Hunchback
The
of
Disney
Notre
movie?
Dame. Yep. And they're like, no, we're talking about Notre Dame. There's a difference. And like, no, Dad, it's spelled the same. It's Notre Dame. In my 6-year-old
same,
know it
man.
everything like brain.
I was going to clarify before this, but everybody's already locked in that USC did not stand for South Carolina. It's Southern California. Anyway, correct answer?
Southern California.
Southern California. Like, they wrote the answer, like, the thing is SoCal, and I was like, nah, that's USC, dog. Nobody calls them SoCal. All right. Orlando Pace, 1997. So, yeah, I had just picked QBs, because QBs get drafted so much at number 1. It was so tough.
There are 0 gifts of him. 0.
Orlando Pace doesn't have a...
No,
I just
I
got
put
looked
in
very angry. I
Pace.
was
I put in
confused.
Orlando. I put in Orlando Pace. Do you know who comes up when you put in Orlando Pace?
What's that?
Orlando Bloom. Like,
I guess
that's
that's a fair
That's
point.
The only gifts I could find were Orlando Bloom whenever I put Orlando Pace in. I was like,
Ah, you should have went to Google. They have a couple gifts of him blocking people in college, but that would have ruined it, so, you know.
yeah. That I
Hi,
was,
lady.
I was
Did you
trying to
hear
go.
me and Doug? We're planning a trip to Pigeon Forge, and me and Doug are going to stream from the hot tub so we can be on the hot tub page. She looks angry again. She said no one wants to see that. You do, you liar! At least half of it. Doug's got some sexy boobs.
Rockin'
And
beat
Allie
cup.
wants to see the other half. So see? All right, hey. Allie wants to see half of the hot tub. Kim wants to see the other half. That's a whole person that wants to see it. And me and Doug are here for the single viewer. We're here for the every viewer.
We will be here for the everyman viewer.
Mine and Doug's campaign slogan for Twitch. We're here for the every viewer.
Make Twitch
Oh,
hot tub
man.
great again.
Made Twitch hot tub great again. No, Orlando Pace was such a hard one because I knew his name, but I forgot he was an O lineman. So if anyone got this right, which they didn't, I appreciate your effort. OSU is Ohio State, the Ohio State, and he played offensive line at Ohio State. All right, I'm done messing with you guys. Bring it home, Doug. Ah, typical Jets night. Ah, the Jets.
The hard part out of the way, let's take a look at the schools who have the most #1 picks. It's a 4-way tie for the most #1 picks. Which one of the schools has the most recent #1 pick with the draft in 2022?
I noticed that I wrote #1 pick way too many times right there, but it is what it is.
Picker. Once again, if you guys want to play games with us after this, we are going to be in our Discord. Be hanging out.
Be where we be.
And
My device needs to restart according to Windows updates.
Kenny's over here crushing Fall Guys, but refuses to play with us anymore.
I know, she's too good for us. That's my theory.
I know, right?
Kenny is too good at Fall Guys. She doesn't want to be our friend. She wants to win, and we don't win enough. In fact, we were actually talking about this in our private group chat today. Me and Doug are down on Fortnite wins. We're down on Fall Guys wins. We streamed Tuesday night. Playing tonight, screw you. We're down on Fall Guys wins. Me and Doug struggled through duos the other day, and like had wins in the bag and just couldn't close it out.
See, I hate that. So Tuesdays.
We do squads.
So we'll play squads. Anytime Lucas and I get on with one of our other two friends, we'll play squads, and the three of us will always get like first, second, and third, and then the last guy doesn't finish, and so we'll get like
And
2
as
or
we
3
call
rounds.
them,
Random.
that's your random teammate. So his name is Randy. Randy is your random teammate.
And
But anyway,
it's always by like the third round they quit or they get knocked out, and like that ruins us. It's like, come on.
yeah, they quit. We had guys quit constantly Tuesday night, or girls. I mean, I don't know. Whoever's playing Fall Guys. We had teammates quit, and we would place well and just not win because we didn't have enough points because we were down a teammate.
Yeah, the games that we would have to like accrue points by number of players in the game, we would start out below.
We couldn't carry our Randys. Our Randy, literally, Kenny, at one point, I finished second. Doug finished like fourth. Marvin was playing with us. Marvin finished
Yeah.
like seventh. Our teammate ran backwards on the lily pads and ran to the back of the thing, and we missed it by one spot.
Oh no, when he jumped over the final lily pads and didn't hit one, he just dived over them.
Oh yeah, he went backwards, still made it to the end, and ran by the lily pad and dove and fell to his death, and then we lost.
We
ran out of time.
We needed
1 point.
A point to qualify, which he was in the place that everyone was getting 1 point. He just needed to cross the finish line, and he didn't. Anyway, the answer, Georgia.
Yep, won the national title. #1 draft pick was picked up by Georgia. So they're all tied at 5. 5 draft picks by one college is the most. #1s.
All right.
Virginia Tech has 2, which I wanted to put in here at some point, but I figured if I put Michael Smith, good
Vick.
Lord, what is wrong with me? Or, who's the other one?
Cam Chancellor.
Bruce Smith. That's why I had Michael Smith in my head. Bruce Smith in 1985 and Michael Vick in 2001. I figured those were cheater answers for our Hokies, mainly Kim, so I left it out.
No. Well, with
But
that,
anyway.
our winner, Penn Waste, with
That's my boy. Look at you. I'm so proud of him.
93.5 rounded up. 93 points is Deep Fried Bunghole. 92.9, but rounded up.
Wow, that was close.
With 83.98. Bunghole Cake, 78.54. Bunghole on a Stick, 70.19. Bunghole in a Bag, 59.8. Scrappy and Tiny, 48.59. Bunghole on the Cob, 39.4. And Caitlin and Fam, who joined us for 2 rounds, and then...
First, yeah. Went bye-bye.
Yep.
So my boy played Jeopardy rules and guarded. He got 1 point in the final round, and Deep Fried Bunghole went 7, and he won by 1 point.
Oof.
I love it. I love it. Good job. Good game.
All right. So we are going to jump over to our Discord to play some whatever people end up coming over. If we have enough people, we'll play something other than Fall Guys. But
We're gonna play Jack in the Box, remember?
Jack in the Box.
Never gonna let you live that down.
Yeah, I know, right? Oh, one announcement we forgot. Our theme night for this month. Animation Domination.
Domination.
I hope you guys have watched cartoons. I hope you guys watched anime. I hope you guys watched animated movies. I hope you guys watched
Family Guy, Archer, and all those shows that your parents said weren't cartoons, but they're still animated.
Yep. South Park, all that stuff. That will be our theme night for the last Thursday of the month. So, brush up
Won't
on...
be here for.
What?
Never mind, I lied. I will. Sorry, I'm on vacation the next week.
Oh,
So I
okay.
will be here. Thank goodness. I was
Oof.
worried.
I can't do a theme night without you, dude.
I'll leave Friday. I'll leave Friday after we do.
Okay. All right, well,
Or the
we will
break.
see you all next week for regular trivia and the end of the month for Animation Domination. Catch y'all later.
You're beautiful. We love you. Have a wonderful night.
And we're out.
Bye. That was good.
You said
Awesome.
such beautiful things at the end, and I was like, I want to end on that.
I do like to send them out with my beautiful goodbye.